Vielen Dank für die.
Thank you. Now, on behalf of the Socialists and Democrats, Mr. Swoboda has the floor.
Danke, Herr Präsident.
Thank you, President Taoiseach.
Yes, you are right, Taoiseach, that Ireland has a very different history. Not long ago you were the Celtic tiger, then came an economic crisis, and now you are on the way out of the economic crisis. You are on the way out of the economic crisis because of a good combination of your efforts in Ireland itself and European aid. And this is the remedy for other countries as well. And there's a second point. You want to have reforms, and you do reforms with the citizens and not against them. If I, for example, may mention the agreement with the trade unions. But now it's not only about the crisis in Ireland, it's about the European crisis where we need your help. And there are three elements I want to mention especially. The economic governance in a socially and just, fair Europe, the fight against unemployment, especially youth unemployment, but also the freedom of movement in the Schengen area and the improvement of the conditions for the refugees and the migrants. Let me tell first something to the economic governance. In one prominent newspaper of today, in the Süddeutsche Zeitung, it is written, Europa leidet, Deutschland gewinnt. Europe suffers, Germany wins. This is not how Europe can work, that some countries win and the other suffers. And therefore we have to do something against it. And you mentioned the two-pack for more economic governance. We agree with it. But we also send a very clear message to the Council and to the Commission that we need something to lower the differences in the interest rate. Yesterday here the Austrian Prime Minister said the same. We have to do something in the direction of the redemption fund. What we have to start, and we have to get some message from the Commission, and we hope we can have your help. The banking union, yes, we have to solve the banking union now, and we are ready to it. The capital requirement regulation, yes, we need that. But is it not acceptable for us that some of the member countries demand bonuses up to 3, 4, up to 600%? This Parliament is ready to conclude the agreement, but we cannot accept bonuses like that. You spoke about the right of the citizens. Is that the interest of the citizens to send a small minority in the financial services such high bonuses? I don't think it is. And of course we need your help on the financial transaction tax. I know you don't want it, not yet at least, but we need your help to come to a clear decision. Secondly, the fight against unemployment, especially youth unemployment. You mentioned that with the youth guarantee. Thank you very much, and I think you will have many efforts to do, including the budget, because you spoke also about the budget. But if we reduce the budget, especially for the European Social Fund, how should we fight against youth unemployment? How the different countries, especially the poorer countries, fight against youth unemployment? Therefore, we need also your support in that direction. That would be very helpful. Because youth unemployment is an enormous economic waste of resources. It is unacceptable social deprivation, and it is an underestimated political danger for the democracy in many countries. But it is not only the economic issue, it is also the issue of the achievement we have in the justice and home affairs. Let's talk about Schengen. It's also not your direct business, but now it is your business. We had an agreement under the Cyprus presidency to go away together with the Council. But again the Council is resisting, and again there are many ministers of interior who say we want to limit the freedom of movement in the Schengen area. This is not acceptable for us. We said from the very beginning, yes, if necessary measures have to be taken, we are ready to it. But we are not agreeing to undue restriction of the movement, because Schengen is an achievement of the European Union. We want to work on this achievement. We want to improve the achievement, but we are not ready to destruct the achievement we have for freedom of movement in the Schengen area. And therefore we need your help. But we are also shocked that many Council members are not able, are not ready to adopt legislative measures on Dublin and on the reception conditions. Again, it's how should Europe show its humanity if not towards migrants and also towards the refugees? And concerning migration, internal migration, we reject any kind of reduction of the rights of migrants. You know, you have all of a sudden got a lot of migrants. I understand that sometimes it seems the social problem too big, but I think we should stick to the European values. Finally, Taoiseach, you together with the Taoiseach and with your very young but still already very experienced Minister for European Affairs, you will do a good presidency. We are very convinced, especially if you are not afraid of your colleagues in the Council, especially if you come here to the Parliament and get the support of this Parliament and you think about the citizens, you will have a successful presidency. Thank you very much.
Das Wort hat jetzt für die Fraktion.
And now, on behalf of the Liberals and Democrats, Mr Verhofstadt.
Taoiseach, I very much welcome, my group very much welcomed your presidency and your experience. After all, it's not